The reason that I started a candle business is because I've always been obsessed with candles. I was always getting headaches. I was not feeling good. I didn't understand what was going on. And then I realized that like all the candles in big box retailers, they were full of shit. And so we just started doing them for ourselves because I loved candles so much and they didn't give me a headache. Well, then we started giving them to our boudoir clients. And everybody loved them so much, so we started selling them for our boudoir clients. Then I opened my first storefront in 2020. That was incredible. And then we kind of moved to all online because it just got so big. So we're really proud of this. And my aunt and uncle, they manage my candles. They oversee the whole candle production. Without them, like, none of this would be possible. So my number one fear is going back to where I came from and being broke. I'm just so scared to ever deal with that again that I think it's why I never stop working. Because I'm so terrified of being poor again. I started to write the show that I'm performing and we're filming for my special, and I decided that I wanted to share all of me with my audience. And so it's been really cool to be able to share the story of both of the women that had such an impact on my life. You know, I wanted to just tell my stories, and I wanted to relate to people, and I wanted to inspire people, you know? And I wanted people to come to my show and leave with something they didn't have when they came. There's a lot of really funny parts of my life that are traumatic, but to me, you know, you get to a point where you can't cry anymore, you just gotta laugh, you know? And so laughter heals. And I started to write this show, and I started to share the stories of my mom, and I started to heal, you know, because when I lost my biological mom, I didn't think that I'd ever be able to forgive her. I think that's one of the coolest parts is, you know, people will come up to me at meet and greets afterwards and they're crying and they're like, I've been there, I didn't think I would get out, you know, or I'm in a really bad situation right now and your videos and your comedy has helped me. At the end of the day, anybody can be funny, you know what I mean? But like, I don't want to be just funny. Like, I want to make you laugh, I want to make you enjoy stuff, but I also want you to take something from it. So that's a really cool thing, is to be able to see people take a little bit of sunshine and you know, realize that it's not gonna rain forever.
He's taken his story, which is dark, but you know, by some standards, and he has flipped it and he's made it palatable, and it's not so dark anymore. You're able to manage it and get on with life and live through life and go through life. And so he does that really well. So a lot of comedians, after they get off stage, they don't want to connect. They don't want to connect with people. They don't want to engage with them, and he does.
I loved the Alabama Theater.
It's just like iconic. I would be sitting in the audience just watching a Christmas movie every year, and this year it's gonna be backstage watching him close out this self-funded first comedy tour that has blown up, and it's wild. It's so wild.
I have to film my special there. And it's funny because people are like, are you sure you're ready to film a special? You've only been doing this a year and a half. And I'm like, my shit is so good, bitch. Yeah, excited, nervous, finish it on myself, you know, all of those things. It's so crazy. I grew up in this theater. You know, like I would come watch Home Alone at Christmas time. I never thought I would be performing here, but it is like so. And it feels like I just did my first shows yesterday, you know, in a room of 70 people. And so, like, this is just wild. And, bitch, here we are, not one but two sold out shows. I love you. Good, how are you? Are you excited? Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. Don't cry. Want me cookies?
Just share with your friends.
Oh my god. Damn, these is heavy. Did you make these?
Uh-huh. How you feeling? This is your last show.
Sad.
It's kind of wild that this runs course now. It's kind of crazy.
Now I gotta have a new show to do.
It's the last time you get to perform a show that like legit changed your life.
loud. You slow, ain't you? Slow, fucking slow. That's slow as hell. I don't even know how to follow the damn directions. We know where he went to school. Mathews. Where did y'all go on your first date? Walked around the Galleria and then went in a year ago? Have you seen the Galleria? And that's the place you chose to take her on the first date. What? In the daytime? Thank you. So good.
So what we all
It was so good. It was so good. Yes, it was easy.
Oh, okay, got it.
Love you too, Dad.
Enjoyed it.
Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
Let me tell you something. I performed my motherfucking ass off. I got a crick in my neck.
Well, you have to deliver a second one.
Bitch, I just gave it perfection. How much better can I get? It was perfect. It was chef's kiss. I'm just gonna be fully transparent here. My arena is usually pristine and beautiful, but since I've been on tour for the last year and a half, I don't get to ride a whole lot like I used to. I'd be a lot more rich if I didn't have horses. Have a lot of money, but my soul would be poor if I didn't have horses. You ready?
I don't think he would ever move to one of the coasts. It's not where his heart is. Like, if he'd be miserable.
Well, he's just a grounded young man. He don't let fame or any of this really get to his head. He likes his animals. He likes the country living and his, the farm. And I'm still glad he's close by, obviously.
I can't imagine Matt living anywhere besides the South. I think that just tells you who he is to his core.
You're not finna catch me in Los Angeles. And you're not finna catch me in New York. I have to be with animals. My family is important to me. I can hop on a plane and go to New York for work. I can hop on a plane and go to LA for work. And then I'm gonna hop my little country ass back on my plane and I'm gonna zoom back onto the house. But this is home, this is home. If we listen to the statistics, I should be an alcoholic or I should be a drug addict. And so, if I can make it here, coming from the projects of Bessemer, Alabama with an alcoholic mom, and I can make it and be successful, then so can anybody else.